Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today we are in Maurice, Louisiana at Tech RV. And why are we here?
We are at Tech RV for a major upgrade on the Tiffin, and we're going to share that with you because we know there's a lot of interest in this type of upgrade. By the way, if you're new here, welcome. We invite you to look at our content. If you enjoy it, smash that subscribe button. Love to have you along for the ride. Now let's get to the reason we're here. Batteries look good. All right, I'm going to get ready to bring the slide in over there. Ready, babe? Yeah, it stopped.
Okay. Go back out. All right.
Maybe you try to resync it again. This large wall slide has always been a challenge to open and close. About half the time, it would get out of sync. Even though we've done everything that Lippert recommends doing, we still have had issues with it. Come on, baby. Last time. Our other Schwintek slide is a much smaller box and only operates the best, and we have never had any issues with it. Okay, we made it to Tech RV Service and Storage here in Maurice, Louisiana to get the Vroom slide put on, and I want to show you their facility here. You see there's a Tiffin Allegro red right there. Let me show you their property. Beautiful piece of property out here, man. There's our car parked over there. You see Tech RV. They've got a place out here for us to actually hook up right over there and spend the night, and in the morning they start on the Vroom slide install. We're going to be hooked up right up over here. We're going to be able to open slides up, take a shower, cook some dinner, and then in the morning to get a new Vroom slide. Right, she's going in to the shop for the Vroom install. We're about to get started here. There's Kim, the owner, and Clay visiting with each other this morning. Very, very nice folks out here, man. Very nice folks. That's Dwayne, Kim's husband, and again, they own Tech RV. Dwayne's been in the RV repair business for some 30 years, and 17 of those, he's been in business for himself. Man, I was wondering what was behind that.
Call it the H column, so that's kind of what holds the Schwintek system together.
Yeah.
So your blocks, your motors at the top, all your brush blocks that bring it in and out, they're all inside that white column. I'm gonna pull all these screws out. We'll do that on both sides. We'll actually go run the room, and it's gonna take those white columns and it'll suck them out the wall, and then we'll undo these gear tracks, and then we'll take that whole system off, throw it away.
One of the good things about Tech RV here in Maurice, Louisiana, is that while they're working on the Vroom install, Clay's on the inside, able to work.
I am doing great.
Oh, wow. Wow, there it is, man. There's the motor.
The bad part about Schwintek is that they put their lock screw in one of these holes. So the screw goes through the H column into this hole, and that keeps it from spinning around. So if that screw breaks off, it won't stop this from turning.
And then you tear your wiring all up and all that.
Wiring off, you mess this up, you break all these little studs. The Vroom actually mounts down from the top, and it screws down in 4 spots.
And the old Schwintek slide is coming off. Man, take a look at that track. That does not look good. I don't know how much longer it was going to last, but in my opinion, it was getting close to failing.
It looks like it was riding further on the top. That's telling me that this wasn't square this way.
Because
Like
you
this.
see how it's silver right there,
Right.
so it tells you it was
It's
only.
a lot more wear point on this spot. Not horrible. Got a little bit of wear, but not bad. Honestly.
But what's all that? It's like
That's all this.
Yeah.
Wear, just eating it up. He's eating it up. So it was probably not sitting here very deep because this might have been pulled away from this block. You know, it could have been pulled slightly like that, like in a bind.
Yeah.
It just didn't have enough surface. It wasn't having a lot of surface contact.
I think that's why I was hearing that popping, because you could see it skip.
Well, this
It
right
appeared
here
to
was, your ends were really worn out.
Bad out. Yeah.
So it would have been a matter of time before that would have broke off, and then it would have just been stuck. You're not going to see this on a broom.
Yeah.
Just the size differences, you can tell. It's way beefier system. This is a Schwintek brush block. This is a Vroom brush block. They have a little Teflon wheel that rolls underneath this gear track right here, like that. The Vroom uses roller bearings, less friction, it's a lot smoother operation. Also, Schwintek uses these little plastic brush block guards that go in this guide.
Right.
So you have a lot of friction between both of those points. You have a lot of friction. So just grab that and try to move it. See how much friction?
Yeah. Good Lord. Yeah.
The Vroom brush block, we actually put Teflon plates, top and bottom, and on the bottom right here. And when they go inside of the track channel at the bottom that the roller bearings just roll in, a lot less friction.
Okay.
And it's a lot beefier, just the size wise. You go from this to this, and you can tell the shape of the gears are a lot different as well. These are more of a pointy style, these are more of a cone shape. The purpose of this is that whenever these systems are put in correctly, you have 100% gear mesh inside this rail. So 100% of this gear is in 100% of this track at all times.
And like with my Schwintek, you mentioned that I may have been kind of slipping a little.
Right. So if this is not installed correctly, and it's pulling away from that gear track, well, you don't get a lot of gear inside this track.
Okay.
And you're only using a portion of this gear of this track. The Vroom system uses all of it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So you're only using a fraction of it.
Yeah.
This one you're using the entire. So you're not only going all the way in, you're going all the way widthwise as well. You just have a lot more contact surface. And with Teflon and roller bearings, way less friction. So you get that's a lot of complicated moving parts that cause a lot of the issues with the Schwintek system. One, if it's not installed correctly. The second part about that is that this is your bottom rail. It's only screwed down on the top side. So whenever you screw it on the top side, it naturally wants to pull it.
Jump a little bit, yeah.
The Vroom system is riveted from top and bottom.
Schwintek track, Vroom track. Big difference. And again, look at the difference in the gears.
It's a very similar motor, 500 to 1, but instead of using a C-notch, this one actually has a spline shaft. So you got a lot more contact surface on the motors as well. The second part is that everybody knows that the Schwinteks, you got to put a little screw in here to hold them in place. The Vrooms are actually mounted and screwed down from the top side. Another little cool thing that I like is that instead of screwing these in, you only have, the screw contact surface. We put them on with these. So the small as that hole is, when we put this inside, look how much more contact surface you have. The pull strength on this is way more stronger than a screw.
Dylan is siliconing the old holes from the Schwintek track.
Our template tells me where the system's going to be mounted to. Because we squared off the room and not the body. Schwintek uses the body, we use the room.
Check out all the templates they have for the different RVs out there.
So we're going to install these gear tracks on the room.
Yeah.
Because remember how we drilled our holes to make it square?
Yep.
So we're squaring the gear tracks to the room. Once we put that on, this is going to go on top like this. We're going to have the motor assembly disengaged, and I'm going to slide this inside that hole right there.
Oh, okay.
And then this is going to rivet into the side of your coach. So this is what holds the system inside the bus. Another nice feature is that the Vroom brush blocks, they float inside the H columns. So what that means is that whenever we put this together, it can go up and down like this. So if you get like a piece of trash on your roller and that room just does this, it's not going to affect how the gears are meshing. It's gonna float. You look at a Schwintek, they have these little Teflon blocks that are riveted in place.
Yeah.
And that keeps that brush block from going anywhere. This is fixed. So whenever they put this system in and there's any kind of up and down that's not 100% right,
yeah,
you can't do anything about it unless you unscrew and readjust the whole system. The Vroom doesn't have this. It actually floats. The system is only pushing and pulling. It doesn't bear any load. The room sits on the rollers like it's designed to,
yeah,
and it just rolls in and rolls out. I've taken these systems apart and these rivets have broken because it's in such a bind, it breaks.
All right, the Vroom track is being installed and Dylan is riveting the top tracks now. And there's a look at one side already completed. Man, that looks strong. Tech RV schedules about 2 Vroom installs per week. I'm sure they could do one every day of the week with the demand they have, but they limit it to 2 so they can take care of the other customer needs as well. So if you want a Vroom system installed, call them, ask for Kim, and get on the schedule. And the typical process for the install is that you can arrive the day before and spend the night. The next morning, they'll get you in and begin the install. Keep in mind that each slide box that you upgrade will require a full day's work. So if you're doing 2 slides, you can count on spending 2 days. At the completion of the install, you have to spend 1 more night so that all the silicone can dry and for a final inspection the next morning. And should you have an issue where you had to manually take the slide in due to the smooth operation of this Vroom, all you have to do is disengage the motor and you can push it in.
So if you got in the gym at an RV park, grab somebody, push it in. Boy, that's sweet.
As far as heavy as big and big as the room is, I mean, it's really not that hard.
Yeah, and it's really because of how the system is built, rolling on bearings.
Yeah.
And
so we're sitting on the rollers and we're just gliding in and out. So this is not holding any weight, it's not in any bind. Just as easy as you just ran it by yourself.
Yeah.
That's how it's running on the walls. So whenever you hear it run, like you're not gonna hear gears, you're gonna hear the motors, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like it's so much quieter and way, way different.
And should you have any problems, another way you can get the slide in.
So you can move that room however you want.
in and out, right there.
And now, obviously, when you get to about this far, you're gonna have to push it.
Push
but,
the rest of the way.
You know, they don't have enough strength, and if you're by yourself and you're in a bind,
Yeah.
well, worst case, you can crank some in, crank some in. You can do it by yourself.
The first test run.
All right, got the Vroom installed. Going to pull us back out to set up for tonight. We have to leave the slide, all the silicone has to dry, and we're going to spend the night here.
Tomorrow, Dwayne will lubricate the new rubber seals that were installed and go over the maintenance and as well as the warranty. The rubber seals have been lubricated.
Whenever you wash the bus, you can just make sure that all this stuff stays clean. Don't forget, though, you have a track underneath here. That's where those roller bearings were running on.
Yep.
So we want to make sure that that doesn't have any dirt or grime. We're really just trying to get no dirt or grime on here because 100% gear mesh, we don't want anything interfering with that.
Okay.
You don't have to lubricate or anything because we have those Teflon pads and the roller bearings are already self-lubed. So you don't have to worry about spraying anything, nothing like that. Just keep it
clean.
We silicone all the rivets so it's waterproof. The tops.
Yeah, I saw that.
Top
Nice.
and bottom on the top one. So you don't have any worry about, you know, water intrusion or anything like that.
Right, right.
In the
Very good.
event that you cannot get the room in because of something electrical, and you have to disengage it. That's why we did a little C-notch right here. Tiffins are famous because they put this little pretty painted trim. So instead of you having a fight with taking this trim off, we just put a little pretty C-notch right here.
Got it. Yep.
And then inside, you'll see the 3/4 inch nut.
Yeah. I saw that yesterday. You showed us. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're gonna drop that black nut till you see that silver line that's scribed in the threads. And once you do that on both sides, then you can either grab the 7/16 silver and crank it in, or like we did, just push. It. When you run the room in and out, if you run it all the way out or all the way in, you want to hold your button down until you hear the motors drop. That just helps keep everything in sync. It is a lot more forgiving than the Schwintek, so you can go like halfway in, halfway out if you want to or need to. The most important part is when you fully extend or fully retract, hold the button until the motors drop, and that'll just keep everything in time a lot better.
Yeah.
Warranty is 3 years on parts and 1 year on the motors. So if you have any issues, any of the Vroom installers should get a warranty or do anything like that.
Very good.
Necessary.
Yeah. I told you, man, I've never been more excited about an upgrade.
Said that outside.
Hit the
Okay.
extend.
You guys have no idea. Every time we go somewhere like, okay, is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? I don't want to see. I don't want to look.
I know.
Okay.
A lot of customers are like that.
So I'm doing what? Extend that?
Extend it. Yeah, that's already it's retracted.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna tweak that.
What's it like?
So really all you're hearing is the motors run. You're not hearing any grinding up here. It's just really just the motors.
I don't have to hold it for 5 seconds anymore.
No, it's smart to like hold the button until you don't hear the motors run anymore.
Yeah.
When it's extending or retracting, that just helps keep them in time.
Yeah, man, thank you very much. We really do appreciate it, man.
Appreciate
yes,
it.
sir. Well, hey, listen, we are very happy with this upgrade to our
Yes, we
Tiffin,
are.
right, Clay?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we don't have to sit there and cross our fingers every time we open the slides and wonder, oh my God, is it going to open? Is it not? You know, and just wait 10
Hold
minutes.
your breath
Yeah,
and just hope and pray that it opens.
exactly.
Or closes.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the price of the Vroom Slide upgrade. Our price out the door was $5,118. So it's not a cheap upgrade, but one that we feel is well worth it. If you're considering an upgrade to the Vroom Slide System on your RV, give Tech RV a call. Their number is down below in the description. And not only that, but they do a lot of RV maintenance and repairs. They do everything but chassis work, I believe.
Yes,
so,
yes,
but
that's
give them a
right.
call if you're looking to do this, or if you're in the area of Louisiana and you need some RV work done. Let's talk about our experience here with them, Clay.
They're a family-owned business, first of all. And when you walk in here, you know, the first thing you see is Kim's beautiful face and a big smile.
Yeah.
And they treat you like family. You don't feel like you're in a service center. They're like family.
Yeah,
right?
very much so, very
Yeah.
much so. It's been a great experience here. Hey, look, if you check this video out right here, I guarantee you it's going to be helpful. If not now, maybe somewhere down the road. Hope to see you there. Until next time,
Be well and stay safe.